Colin, just talk about your contributions tonight. It seemed like you were out there doing a little bit of everything and also showed some confidence in your perimeter shot.
Coach Buck and Nick and these guys make it so much easier. They are so concentrated on Yogi and concentrated on all these other guys that can do so much, and just step up when your time's ready. All these guys have been working so hard, just getting up extra shots all the time and competing. So when it comes game time, just do what you've been practicing.
Coach said just a minute ago when he was in here, he was surprised that you were able to make it back this quickly. I mean, did you envision being ready for the start of the exhibition season when you started your rehab? I mean, what was that your goal? Or
definitely it was. Talking with Dr. Elfeld and Tim Garl, that they really pushed me, and I was ready for it. And all my teammates have really helped me get physically where I need to be. Coach Jackson has helped me get physically where I need to be, and we go really hard in practice every day. So these guys push us and they make it easier, the game easier for me.
Zach?
It's a basic question, but I think you guys averaged 16 three-point attempts a game last year. You've averaged almost, 24 and a half over these two exhibitions. Just how much more willing is this team to shoot, I guess? Again, I know it's a really basic question, but it just feels like you guys aren't nearly as hesitant with it this year as you were last year.
No, we're not very hesitant with it, and that's because what we work on in practice is we just want to get inside-out shots. So first we want to go inside, look in the paint, look at Honor, big guys like that, and if the drive's taken away, and we just kick out for the three. We're not going to be very hesitant on the shot. We want guys to honor us because I feel like we got great shooters on the team.
Terry?
What did you feel like you learned about your team tonight? The way that you got behind 11 points early and were able to come back and play?
What I learned about this team is, guys didn't get down. New guys even especially, they didn't get down at all. And we were down by almost as 15. Guys kept each other up, patting each other on the butts and stuff. So I think that's the biggest thing for us is, to never get down when people go on runs, because, the game is all about runs. So if you just know how to overcome those runs, then we'll be okay.
Robert, talk about, obviously involved in the offense, but 9 defensive rebounds is a big number for you. Just talk about your focus on that area of your game today.
Yeah, well, coming to the game, that was something, we wanted to focus on. We knew that would be a key for this game and basically a key for the season. And really those guys just made it easy for me. Hunter and Colin, they were hitting those guys, so I just was really, going to get the ball and clean it up, and it made it easy to get rebounds.
Zach?
Rob, you and James, both coaches has praised both of you, I guess, for your willingness to attack offensively in these two games. At some level, do you guys feel like it's easier to just embrace a big role because from Canada to here, it's pretty obvious you guys are going to need to play a lot of minutes this season?
Yeah, I think it's definitely easier, just because we know that we have to be a big part of the team as far as our offense, and with the type of guys we got like Nick and Yogi and James, the type of shooters and drivers that we have, we all can make the game easier for each other, from that aspect. So I think, definitely is going to be a key for this season.
Pete?
Yeah, Robert, Coach Queen's talked a little bit about your competitiveness, and that's one of the attributes he likes about you. Can you talk about that? You've always been competitive, and how much does that help you in this situation, given how young you are?
Oh, yeah. Growing up with 3 brothers, there was basically always a competition around the house. So I think, coming here with the attitude Coach Green and his staff have, we basically do competition things every day. So when you're going against guys like Yogi and James at certain drills, just brings the best out of everybody.
Alex?
Yogi, you've been around Honor as long as anybody, and as far as playing with him and things, what's the biggest thing he's improved this offseason, and just from these first 2 exhibition games, where do you feel like he seems more comfortable?
I think Hunter has improved at attacking the rim. Coach always says be a piranha at the rim, and I feel like he does that offensively and defensively. He gets in there and, hitting those big guys. So I think that's the biggest thing for him that he's improved on is being a lot more physical. Maybe a little thing he needs to improve on more is being more in control when he catches the ball in the post, just slowing down a little bit, taking his time when things kind of get sped up in his mind.
Jim?
Yogi, what do you kind of see out of Colin during his rehab, and are you at all surprised to see him be kind of more confident, more aggressive already?
I mean, I'm not really surprised to see him come out there and play the way he did. You know, like he said, he's been shooting with Coach Buck before practice almost every day. So, you know, I see him out there. We call him the shot doctor, Coach Buck. So, you know, shot doctor will get your shot right, that's for sure. So I see him out there every day before practice getting shots up. So, you know, all you got to do is get reps up, and then you got that confidence. And, you know, he went out there today and showed, you know, what he's been doing and how well he's been doing it. And, you know, he's been in treatment every day, getting better. So, you know, I feel like Colin can be one of those guys that can come in and bang a couple threes for us.
Zach?
Kind of following up on that, Colin, was there a point in your recovery where you said, okay, wow, I feel ahead of schedule, I feel like I can get back, maybe not specifically for these games, but I can be ready to contribute pretty quickly this season? It's not something that's going to cost me a lot of this season.
I don't think there was any one specific point going throughout the rehab, and actually the day that it happened, I kept telling myself I'm going to be back for next season, because then there was like a 6-month period, 6.5 months away. I know it's kind of the early end of it, but that's the whole mindset I've always had, and these guys have always been telling me, you can be back, and that's what this staff's been preaching to me. If I'm in there every day and I'm working, then it's a very unattainable goal.
Jeff?
Hey, you obviously saw Colin in high school and in AAU. Going from what you saw from him then to what you see from him now, is he starting to look like the player you expected him to become in college, and if so, in what ways?
Yeah, he's kind of looking like his old self a little bit when he played at Cathedral and when he played on EG10. So, you know, I think the biggest thing is like I said before, his confidence got up, and I think that's the biggest part. And, you know, if he just does everything that Coach says, you know, he can get out there on the court and definitely contribute for us.
This is for Yogi and Rob. When you guys play those 3 and 4 guard lineups, what do you have to do as smaller players to rebound effectively? Whether it's boxing out, you know, just putting your body into your the opponent. Like, what do you have to do to rebound the ball well?
What you have to do is, you know, take the guy out completely. You know, the coaches say, you know, we don't have to be the ones to get the ball that blocking out the bigger guys. Just box them out so somebody else can get it. So I think that's the main thing that we just do is try and carve out space, take those big guys out the lane so other guys can come in and rebound for us.
Yeah, that's it. That's basically what I say.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.